Kia ora, haere mai, greetings and welcome. I am Guru from Aotearoa, New Zealand at the bottom end of the world, and this is my playthrough of the Lethal Darkside Zone. It's a long play series. We're doing it the hard way. We are going to be doing this using fresh characters with no fifth skills. We're doing zero cheesing. We're not getting any help from our friends in multiplayer, and there are a number of other little restrictions through there. Which we'll learn about as we go, but let's get into it. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the series. Let's go. So I asked my community which map to do, and it came down between Trumbull Valley and Cascade Hills. And because my last longish playthrough was Lethal Zone Trumbull Valley, I'm going to go with the Cascade Hills, and I am quite excited to get back into Cascade Hills because it's one of my favorite maps. Now, why it's one of my favorite maps, it's not because it's got the best bases or anything like that. I just like the look of it. No booms. And, yeah, geography. It just looks cool on a page. I don't know how good the bases are compared to the other ones. I don't really think like that. I just like the look of it. Anyway, let's fill out with our random survivors. So, we got a former model and a hopeless romantic. Good cardio though, Melissa. That's awesome. We got another formal model who pulled all-nighters. So good cardio again. Nice. And then we got a telemarketer who does tons of squats and a competitive eater. Got a cooking skill. But unfortunately, Chester has to go. And we're going to take our first zero fifth skill survivor, who is Dwayne. He's a masseuse and a voyeur. Oh, that's an unsettling combination of traits. But, you know, when you're in the apocalypse and it's at the end of the world, you can't be too picky about who you get. Is this the community I want? Probably not. Is it the community I'm getting? It certainly is. Alright.
And we're empty. Again.
Might even let them do their dialogue.
So, whose turn is it to find more fuel?
Not me. Last time I almost walked right into a horde.
Hordes in Darkside?
I have a better idea.
You would have died.
Settle down here instead of moving on.
I admit it looks better than the last couple of towns we came through.
Now that you mention it, it does feel kind of homey.
If somewhat awkward and pausey.
It's settled. This town is where we'll set up our new base.
That's all we need to know. Alright. Can't suffer through that. Right, so who are we starting with? Our community name is The Fortress. I like it. And I think we're Chaz. Oops. Chaz. The formal model who pulled all-nighters. Right, so he's who we're starting with in Cascade Hills. So like I say, why I like this map is because it's asymmetrical. It's not a nice little spider web or a little square of towns in the corners and that sort of thing. It's got nooks and crannies and dead ends and all of that sort of thing. And while like this piece of the map here becomes redundant and you almost never have to go there for the rest of the game, it still feels a little bit more realistic, and realism is what drives me in this game. Right, so the beginning of Cascade Hills, like the early game, is pretty much a set play. We have to look for weapons. We have to look for guns and whatever we can salvage from the surrounding terrain and buildings and containers and tents before we head towards our base. We probably should have checked the back of the car first, because you never know, we might get something miraculous. We did not! Oh, a firecracker could come in handy. So yes, all our characters start off with a screwdriver and a 4-slot backpack. Thanks, Zero. There's a horde. Right, so what we might do is we'll check this building first, because we might find a melee weapon. Let's just check that. Oh, it's pre-looted. Glad I checked. So, no joy there. I'm not a player who does very well with a knife only. I really do like my melee weapons, and blunt in particular. I find blunt most effective. It's not the most effective, but it's my preference. Wowee. That is a great start. We're going to put the spare ammo in the back of the car because I need the slot for looting. But if we get into trouble with a barrel or such, then we've got something that we can use against it, loud as it may be. Now, don't be fooled by this quiet start because Darkside winds up really, really quickly. Really quickly. It lulls you into this false sense of security. You think you're doing all right at the start. You think you're doing awesome. And then it comes to get you. We might even do a fast search. That's how confident we're feeling at the moment. Let's do a fast search, see what turns up.
Come in handy.
All that will come in handy. Alright. And a 8-slot backpack. Dude, I'm not giving him a gun.
Hard about where our next home should be.
Dwayne is the last person I would give a gun to. But I will give a gun to my companion, Melissa. I love the dragonflies around here. And the reason for that is followers have a auto suppression built in. So they can fire shotguns and all sorts of unsuppressed arms and it makes no difference, no how. There's a zombie around. Oh, yep. Here he comes. Kick to the face. Beat gunshot. If I had done that, they would be coming from everywhere. Mind you, that zombie over there by the rock, just to the right of where the search is going on, did seem to respond a little bit. And anyway, we're happy with our crossbow. Another crossbow. Dude.
Put down some fucking roots.
How good are we? 2 crossbows to start off. And crossbows are great early game, early to mid game, even late game. Depending on the mission at hand, they can be brilliant. The fewer the resources you have, the better crossbows are. And the reason for that is they're so quiet, they tend to keep you out of trouble. Holy crap. Alright, Melissa, where are you?
We really ought to think hard about where our next home should be.
This is an unbelievable start. We'll just leave her like that, actually. We'll keep her using the gun. She can carry some parts for me now, though. So yes, when you've got a crossbow, you can't charge into battle like you normally might. Unless you've got a really good sidearm. And so you tend not to stir up a lot of trouble yourself, and then the crossbow itself is silent, so it doesn't pull in a lot of trouble. And that's important when you're trying to conserve resources. And speaking of such, we're gonna... No, you don't! What do we got? What do we got? We got onto it. We were onto him fast enough. Woo, that was close. Boy, oh boy. Since Undead Labs tweaked the zombies, they've adjusted a few things since update 25, if not maybe slightly before. One of the things they've tweaked, I'm sure you've noticed as well, is how often the zombies scream. It used to be when they just couldn't pass you, or maybe a 10% chance that they would scream. Now it's more like 30. So if you've got a mob of 4 or 5 zombies, there's a pretty good chance one of them will scream and bring other ones. First shot of the day. The other thing is their agility. Their agility has been maxed out. They can now turn on a dime. They can do a 180. So like if I was running past this tree and it was a zombie and it lunged at me here, it could actually sprint, get its feet around and bite me here. That's just how they are these days. Alright. Now, because we've done all right for guns, I'd be happy with just a decent melee weapon. In fact, weapon cases do come in firearm and melee versions, so you'll never find a gun in this case. Only a melee version. Melee weapon. Like the transmission mace. Oh, wow. Holy...
You gotta put down some fucking roots.
Dude, I don't even like talking to Dwayne.
We really ought to think hard about where our next home should be.
Yeah, I say Melissa is much more constructive. Dwayne, out the way, bro. No one likes a misuse who takes pictures, bro. Jeez. Like the worst guy. We all know who's going in first against the next play card. And a breaching hammer.
I really hope we find a new home soon.
Oh. Okay, so the breaching hammer, ease of use. Yeah, I'm going to use that and give Melissa...
I really hope we find a new home soon.
The transmission mace. And that's because this early on now, Melissa, I think she's got pretty good cardio from memory. So she should be able to wield that transmission mace all right. Whereas we want easy. Light and easy. And the breaching hammer's got good knockdown as well. Are you serious? Alright, so everyone's got their crossbow?
Or take one.
Dude, this guy's just like... Chill out. Find a home or maybe go find someone else's and take theirs. Like, we need all the help we can get, bro. Okay, so this looting run up through here was just amazing. That's insane. I've never had that good, even on non-Darkside mods, so that's great. So we'll get this stuff down to the car, we'll stock it up, save searching that. We'll come down, we'll try and find some fuel and get our... Ooh. Get our car sorted. What are we dealing with? Alright, alright, alright. Okay. Right. We could have a fight on our hands. Ooh. Alright. Let's get at them. We didn't want this. Oh. Bit of plague. That's not great. I probably should have used my snack. Not been such a cheapskate. I could have used my firecracker too, but I knew that there were these guys over here. Didn't want them coming to the party. Right, my aim's turned to cack. Get in. Good shot. Sounds like there's still yet more around. There are indeed. Don't actually really want to mess with them. Got those ones too. We may not have a choice. Alright. Get stuff in the trunk. Wow, we have a few of those. Okay.
You gotta put down some fucking roots.
I really hope we find a new home soon.
She's fine. Okay, let's Let's find some gas. It probably means moving through this horde. No, the horde moved off to the left. That's brilliant. They're over there now. Which means we've got to run at that there drum. And when I say run, I mean gentle jog. With a bit of running. But when we get to our base, there'll almost certainly be a feral there, plus a decent pack of Z's as well. We have that to deal with. And then from there we'll be searching for materials to get our infirmary up and running.
Great, more crap.
Yeah, that'll do though, that's a good start. We'll pop in here actually and grab what we can. Then... yeah, so we'll get the infirmary up, that's the main thing. Probably see if we can get some more weapons. We might search further down the road towards the military outpost and see if we can get some goodies that way. Some better firearms. We've got one gun, 3 crossbows, but 1 actual pistol. So it'd be nicer to have some stronger weaponry. Defending sieges and... yeah, just generally mucking about. We might even find a suppressor if we're really lucky. I mean, that would be amazing, but we're doing okay here. Lots of seeds. Now the last, well, if you've seen my last video, you would have known how the last series played out. So, okay, all recording issues aside, last episode, we got taken out by a siege. That doesn't happen very often. Not to me anyway, and I'm not bragging. I'm just saying that it's just, I don't usually get wiped by a siege, but it did happen most heinously. There were 5 juggernauts in the end, right at the end, so we've got to watch that, because I should probably go over some of the rules, if you know what I mean, of this playthrough. So one, if you probably notice, it's going to be a long play. 2, I'm trying to keep this a kind of survival based game. I'm not using any artificial aids. I'm going to stay away from overpowered weaponry and game items. And the third is I'm not going to cheese anything. 0 cheese, because yeah, call me lactose intolerance or whatever. Intolerant. I'm not a fan of cheese. Oh, I did not pick how I meant to. Yep. That one was... nice. Yeah. Oh, I must be heavy. No, I'm not heavy. I wonder why it was jumping instead of kicking. It's probably just me being useless. But at any rate, yeah. So by no artificial aids, what I mean is you'll see I've got no mini-map. I'm not using aim snap. I haven't for a long time, so even if I did try and use aim snap, I would be useless at it. It would do me more harm than good. So that's not really a, you know, I wouldn't consider that a penalty for me. OP, in terms of OP, we're not using Red Talon. We're not using pyro guns, not that I've found one in like forever. Not using the bounty broker, not because it's overpowered, but just the concept of this being this guy who's immune to zombies in the middle of nowhere. Shit, I didn't think about what I was doing.
Looks like we have a horde gathering.
Yeah, let's not fight them on their turf. Let's fight them on our turf. All right.
Fire in the hole!
Uh-oh, it's heading this way.
That did not work at all. I pushed him into my guy and then got bit myself. Look how much damage they do. Lucky they weren't plague zombies. Oh, that was terrible. Maybe I should cheat is what you're saying. Maybe I should cheat the hell out of it. No. No, it's just a personal preference of how I like to play the game. So I don't use the mini map because it sort of gets between me and the survival experience. I like having to watch around every corner as opposed to having a mini map tell me what's around each corner. So does it add a little bit of challenge? Yeah, it does. But that's not, you know, that's not the main reason I do it.
That Pharaoh's got a bulletproof skull.
Got a feral here.
Nice shooting techs. Ah, ferals drop plague samples these days. That's good. Alright, so we're just going to go on foot from this point on and clear out the Just to Know house.
If that screamer sees me, I'll be ass deep in Zeds.
Where is he?
Guess I'll do what I came here for.
Can't see where he is, but he's very close. Oh, it's a bloater. Okay, I've got separated from my dude. Come over here, guys. That didn't work.
Screamer.
I see ya. Whoa. Don't go in that room. Someone guffed.
A little spit and polish and we could live here.
You reckon?
Stay away from the clouds!
Stop that. So I think in this mod, Zeru the modder, his link to the mod is in the description below. Oh, hang on. Plus a link to his PayPal if you want to donate. It's not expected of anyone, but I think it would be remiss if I didn't mention it. So if you think this is a great mod and you play it a lot, just consider giving him a couple bucks or something. It can't hurt. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, let's claim it. No, let's not claim it yet. Do I hear yet more bloaters? Sure do.
That cloud is poison!
And I haven't searched everywhere.
This'll work. Let's
Here
clean
we
this
go.
shit pile and move in, pronto.
All right, I'm not going to claim it until that cloud's gone, in case for some reason my AI think that it's a good idea to run off and run through the cloud. But we all made it. Let's see how we're doing. Melissa a little bit hurt. Dwayne quite hurt. Me not so hurt. Excuse me. All right, we got it now.
Our first priority has to be gathering materials. We'll need them to improve this place.
Carry more stuff and vehicles enabled. Oh, shivers.
Find something useful.
Yeah, they are quick as anything these days, the zombies. Quick as anything. All right, let's drop the stuff. We've already got one of the plague samples we'll need for the first mission, so that is great. Dwayne, give me your stuff, boss. Put that away. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to be running around with those stims. We'll look after them. What we'll do is we'll take Dwayne's. And my other person will probably be out the front. Nope. Where are you, Melissa? You did well, Melissa. You can keep the pistol. Right, and then we'll go get our car and bring it down and drop that stuff off as well. Sweet. So that could have gone better, and we're all a little more plagued than what we should, but once the infirmary's up and running, we should be okay. What we'll do is we'll just run up here in the shed. You can always find chemicals and the like in here, which is great. You can also spot armored zombies, so you don't go charging past them. 3 containers, that's actually pretty good.
I guess it's kind of useful.
That backpack is better than what Dwayne's carrying. The sicko. There we go, 12 chems. Might even get a can of gas, which would be nice. They like my car. We did get a can of gas. Nice. Alright, how's the sky? Is it early afternoon already? Not gonna waste any time with him. Alright, getting in the car may draw these guys towards my base, so we'll head on up. We'll do a little turnaround up here. And then we'll head back.
I just dropped off some shit I found while I was out.
Oh, good work. Alright. Nice one, Dwayne. Car's a bit beaten up, but here you go. Alright, so fuel, food, and some generally useful stuff. Nice. Nice. Okay, Chaz. Materials, eh? We may as well burn Chaz out on the first day, so we'll just grab a little little health booster to get us through.
Out of that soon.
Nice. Now we're 0 materials, 0 ammo, and 0 fuel. So we do want the material so that we can set up our infirmary and get the show on the road. But ammo would be good too, so I really want to hit... Ooh.
I'm making some good progress over here.
We are? I do want to hit the military outpost. Nah, they didn't see me, did they? Didn't think so. Hopefully by the time I've finished looting, they'll have wandered away from the car. I do like that Undead Labs added that
Handy.
cars and fences and rocks, etc. now block line of sight. Makes sense. Okay, we're trying the kick. There we go, there's the kick. Alright, so we're doing okay for food. It's in yellow. We've got 11 days worth of food, or 5 days worth of food, and it's in yellow. Right, we might be able to get let's safe zone up this place if we can. These half-finished houses are usually just teeming with zombies, so we're doing all right if there's none in here. There certainly aren't any in here, otherwise they'd be snacking on me by now.
Just
to go in that corner. 5 containers. We'll get 1 Rucker materials, maybe 2. I've been finding a lot of the luxury items too, so I'm not too disappointed with the loot so far. Some chems. Big old crate, that's got to be materials, right? And a pallet solution. More storage.
Done. Sorry it took so long.
I'm glad to hear it.
We'll see what's in this last one here. It could be good. If it's light, we'll just grab it and go. If it's a rock, we will have to come back for it.
Time to bail on this dump.
Nice. Okay, let's get this stuff back in the car, which has still got quite a few Z's around it. And we are laden down, so we're gonna have to work our way there. That was a little too close, he could turn around. There we go. So taking those two out was a way better option than fighting them all at once when we turned up. Just try and avoid that armored zombie. Don't need to pick a fight. At ease, soldier. At ease. Boom. So in Darkside, the rucksacks don't give you as much materials as they would in Lethal Zone. And I think things are more expensive as well, so we probably need both of these to build an infirmary. That sounds noisy. See, I don't have a mini-map popping up and telling me what's actually there. I have to guess by the sound. Makes a much more interesting game, in my opinion. Yeah. So, stars are coming out. Coming up to dusk. We're going to bail. This loot is good. I might normally try and loot that shed, but to be honest, I think we want to get down to that military outpost first. Oh, we could have searched that, couldn't we? I think that car's searchable too. Yep. There we go. And that. So there's plenty of stuff around that we can loot as the evening wears on. You're going to run all this way?
It's time to get building. Either a workshop or an infirmary would be a good place to start.
I eventually ran out of interest. Right, let's get that
I'm glad we've already
infirmary
got a
out.
start on building this place up into something real.
And yes, forgot about the master bedroom. Should have got onto that earlier, but hey, we got it now. So we've got a little bit of injury.
Hey, you want to be a good neighbor and come help us out with this?
Don't worry, I'll be there before you know it.
That's damn nice of you.
Right. Should probably check out our influence situation. So we've got all that, all those luxury items that we can trade. It's a good start. I mean, finding this backpack early, it's clutch, for sure. The fact that we got 2 of them, unbelievable. And a crossbow. 3 crossbows. But just the 1 gun.
We've completed a project. Good job, everyone.
Nice, that was quick. So, can we build anything else? Probably not. That's all right, we're busy. So yeah, 2 rucks. Didn't quite build 1 infirmary. I didn't check how much it was. So 8. I think that's same as lethal. Yeah. Maybe 1 more, not much more. About the same cost, I think. Rain collector. So those are 2 normally on lethal, I think. So yeah. Yeah, so they do cost a little more. Not masses more, but a little more.
Place looks safe for now.
The reason we're doing this one is because it's a potential food outpost. Sounds like an armored zombie is really interested in what I'm up to in here. Don't yell. We're closed. Right. Back to the order of business. Now, bar of travel size soap. More influence items, which is pretty good because this would be a great place for an outpost. Okay, we've repaired that facility. That's wonderful. We might find a food rack in here.
All that work for this?
That's all right. Those fireworks are actually pretty good when you in certain situations. What you can do is if, let's say you get back to your car and there's too many zombies and they end up chasing you around, I could, like, let's say my car was here, I could run off up to that coffee shop, maybe jump the wall, and then drop a static firework. And that will shoot up and it'll attract any of the other ambient zombies to that area over there while I loop around, get back to the car. Just helps hold them in position a bit longer. Very specific uses, but they can save you a lot of hassle.
Supplies delivered.
Nice one, Chaz. Keep it up. So, what is our... Yeah, that's okay. So we could actually outpost that up. 300. Make this area safe. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. For sure. And then we'll get the food bonus too, because while we're not... Oh, we are chewing through food. Okay. Okay, I didn't realize we were going through food that fast. I should have. Because, you know, 3 survivors at 2 food a day is 6, and we're not producing any. For some reason it just felt like we had more. Much more. I'm looking at 11 food thinking I've got, what, 5 days? It's because I saw that it took off 1 food, but that was probably for that first half hour or something. Oof. Okay, let's not sprint. Let's just take it easy.
This place is full of crap.
And yes, I know you're already telling me I should put
this place on the map is our new outpost.
Melissa.
If we put some extra time
Oh,
into
not
this
him.
place, it could really pay off.
Put Melissa. Man, they are getting close, and I should be paying attention.
I'm afraid I won't be of use to anyone.
You'll be fine. There you go. All right. Ammo next. Ammo and guns. Meds can come later. Don't quite have enough materials for a rain collector, so we'll need a rain collector in order to provide water to make plague cures. Oof. Noisy. So at this stage, we can't really afford to be too gung-ho. I've already fought too many battles. Since I've got injuries, I've got people plagued. Or with some plague. Not a lot of plague. But if we're going to make it to the end, then, you know, we can't be afford to be wasting resources and time healing people up early. A bandage. Maybe this could be our second outpost. Then the third can be the pharmacy down the street. in the strip mall. Right behind me, in fact. Through that gate. Here we go. Nice. Good amount of ammo, too. Not that many containers in here, though. This will probably be an ammo ruck. We'll be lucky if there's something else, but we might just get lucky. We've been lucky so far, so... Yeah,
This.
2762. Why not? Now, I don't remember how good the rucksacks are to break open in Darkside anymore. Because they used to be worth it for an ammo ruck. You know, you'd get a Kodiak XL or a Dev Gru or something like that by breaking open an ammo ruck. These guys, they have moved off. They have, so... Ooh, look at that green mist. Nice. Let's turn the lights off. So while it may look fairly light on your screen, what I'm doing in post-op, in editing, is actually lifting the shadows. So it's a little easier to see at night. I'm still playing with the... yeah, I don't change the gamma or change the graphic levels down for night. Actually not too hard to see at night. Now I'm doing all this on foot instead of ooh, is it time to swap over? Could be time to swap over. How are you doing, Melissa? Let's get rid of that. She's still in shot. She is. It's nearly done. All right, let's actually, we might leave him with the pistol. Yeah, that's okay. Even with a snack in case we have to switch to him quickly. Get him out of trouble. Alright, Dwayne. Mr. Misuse, Mr. Voyeur. The first name on any community list. Let's get you hooked up with weapons and shit. First things first. Let's get you a decent... Let's get you an average backpack. Ah, it's an ultralight. That's pretty good. Oh, is that her ready now? Excellent. But she's injured. So's Dwayne. Do we go back to what we had? Take Melissa out? Yeah. Whack Dwayne into here. Oh, let's put Chaz into there. And we'll take Melissa. She's got the backpack. Okay, right. Do we take the pistol? Let's... Could give it to Chaz, couldn't I? The reason I would give it to Chaz is to keep him alive, basically. We don't have a lot of health. We're okay, I think. Oh, we found a bandage. Let's use a bandage. And let's go get ourselves a meds ruck. How we doing? We're about 45 minutes in. So these episodes will run from about 45 minutes to an hour. Should be a good stint. It's about a day cycle or a night cycle. And yeah, I really hope you do enjoy it. Thanks for joining me. I cut my teeth YouTubing with long plays to begin with, and then I really got into editing and cutting things up and doing black and whites and various different cuts and stuff, which was cool. But yeah, I did a survey in my community channel asking people what they preferred in terms of Let's Plays. Do they like longer Let's Plays, or do they like short action-packed ones? You know, cut it down to just the action, or, you know, all the highs and the lows and the immersion of of a long play, and it was like 85% of people said long play. So it's like, oh wow, well, that's how I like to make videos. So here we are, making a long play series in the dark side. And so far, so good. Let's switch on to the weapon of choice, though, which is our crossbow. Keep things quiet. So we want to get back and we want to get these meds before we go looking for more materials. Still need meds if you're going to... it sounds like there could be someone here. You usually are. But we could be lucky.
This place seems safe for now.
All right. Yeah. First day in Darkside gives you a bit of a breath so that you can collect some gear and get your feet under the table. And then it is all on.
Maybe someone would want this.
By the time we're a few days into it, we'll be seeing freak shows. 2 normal juggernauts, 2 plague juggernauts, 4 ferals, standard ferals, 2 plague ferals, 2 normal screamers, 1 normal screamer, and a bunch of zombies in a horde. Ooh, cleaning station. Yeah.
Right now.
At this stage of the game, that is awesome. It's been very, very nice to me so far. It's been very, very nice. I'll have to pay that bill later. I'm sure of it. Darkside be like, well, I was nice to you early on.
This place is cleared out.
Good stuff. If this was Lethal Zone, there'd be a vehicle in this car park. But it is not. And so there ain't. So we are going to lump this rucksack back on foot. But we can drop this other stuff off. Put that in straight away. Put that in straight away. We dropped it off, but we are a long way off running out of storage. Do a bit of running. There's a zombie up there. Build up a bit of fitness. Oh no, it's candles. Those look like zombie eyes, I tell you.
I need a rest.
You're doing good. You're doing good. 3 meds. There we go. Pick the mat. Yes. Yes, more materials. We'll get a rain collector set up. Or we could be really lucky and find a water cooler. We don't have to, like, stress ourselves too much about it. Because we've barely got the material meds for it, and we've also not got the plague samples for it. So we are kind of planning ahead here. But it's good to have the option.
This place being a pretty useful outpost.
Wow. No zombies are spawning in these buildings either. You wouldn't believe that this is a massively hard mod, but it is. Believe me, trust me. Trust me, it is. It gets there in the end. It sure does. Right. Two gnomes. I forget what the gimmick is with the gnomes. There's some sort of gimmick that with the devs about the gnomes. I'm just not sure what it is. A deck destroyer. Now that is a pretty handy weapon. We'll give that to the perv. And then we are all equipped and armed. And all with blunt. My favourite 9mm rounds, which we have a pistol for. That is great. So. And we haven't even done the prepper's house. But the more important thing at this stage was just to get the necessary resources and rucks in order to not have 0 of everything. We can live without 0 fuel for a while. Although I love fuel. Because you can make fire bombs with power. but there we go. So what does that give us? 14 food. 4 meds, 6 ammo. So that's at least 1 siege that we can skip. 7 materials, 0 fuel. So some fuel would be good. Now, a little secret. Sieges won't pop till I finish the first mission. Tell you what, just because this is freaking Darkside, this guy, I'm just gonna improve his current inventory by giving him a melee weapon before we jump back to Melissa and go back out there. Yes, it's that important. Where is it? Where's our melee weapons? She's got that on her still. She's lying down already. Yeah, Melissa gets the master bedroom, that's for sure.
I'm back on my feet and ready to kick ass.
Excellent. There we go. Alright. Sorry, everyone. Jump through this. Jump through these hoops. Logistics. But even if an ambient horde wandered up right now, we would want him to have a decent freaking melee weapon. Okay. And we can pop
Time for a doc to check me out.
Dwayne in for some treatment. Ooh. Nearly ran face first through that. Right. Let's see. Let's check this area out. So, house with a slide. That's a shed. Construction site. Definitely a horde.
That bullshit didn't kill me. It made me stronger.
And then we got the prepper's house. We got the espresso stand, which we can have a go at soon. What I think we'll do is we'll just foot it for now. Oh, nice. Weapons parts. Yeah. Now I'm fast searching that stuff because I'm quite happy to fight down here and there's not that many zombies around. Once we get up over this rise, it's a different story. Oh, no one seemed to object to that. Hit that guy. Boom.
Keep away from that bloater. Gotta keep that one down.
Alright. That bloaters attract zombies, so let's just put a bit of distance in between us and that. Despawn already. That's a bad sign. Aha. There's someone very, very close. Does that sound like a screamer to you? Yeah, it's totally a screamer. The problem is that dude over there and his mates will come running. But we might
There's a few still around.
get lucky. Sweet. Oof. I knew he was right by the door. Really depended how many other friends that he had in here, how much of a threat that screamer would have been.
I think I'll take that.
Okay. More materials, always good. Could do with some fuel. So even just getting your resources off the red can improve your morale. Morale is more important than you think. Certainly is in the Darkside mod. Not sure what mine is, to be honest. Fireworks. Alright. That looks like it could be a fuely thing. Go check it out. Might get lucky. Yes, no, yes, no. Nope. That is one pesky zombie. Alright. We'll do what we can in here.
Locked.
As quietly as we can. Yeah, this one has to go. We've already got a ruck. Not expecting to find a lot of ruck, but there's 6 containers, and I'm hoping you find something pretty snazzy out of that. Now, this being day 1 is your first kind of free day. And Darkside is a marathon, it's not a sprint. So this is probably the one and only day I'm going to be able to kind of just move around like this. From day 2, day 3, it's going to be ferals, bloaters, screamers, the whole lot. The whole works. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm pretty happy with what we've found so far. It's been a pretty good start. Yeah, but I am playing it a bit cautious at the moment. It's dark, I've only got snacks. Well, I've got an energy drink now if I really need it. In fact, yeah, I'm going to sit on that. Because when it's time to go, it's going to be time to go. We'll leave the note there. But yet more influence items. So when we go down to talk to these people, the first time I don't think they're happy to trade. They might be. Maybe after you've accepted the mission. Or we haven't even cleared this house out yet. We haven't safe zoned it. Or,
There's always a few more around.
yeah. They are too close to the outside of the house to safe zone it out, but that's okay. It would be nice, but it's not. Not an imperative. You do get a little bit of influence in Darkside when you clear a house. Do we want that? We do want that. Right? Just hear something bigger than a zombie. Or faster than a zombie. Might have heard our first feral. I'm not sure.
I think that's all I'm going to find here.
Okay, that's pretty decent. Let's get out of here. Skedaddle. Let's go. I think they're over the... I can hear a horde. I think they're over that ridge. We're all good though. Running, 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 running. Good stuff. Let's get that in. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, extraordinary trade value. I thought it was. Diamond spell YOLO. I don't know what they mean by that. Someone call and hip, please explain that to me. What is YOLO? There we go. Still no fuel, but that's okay. We'll live with that. We've still got a few places dotted around to search, but I think that's a pretty good place to end the first episode. Thank you so much for jumping in and hanging out with me tonight and watching the series. Thank you if you watch any of my other videos. I really appreciate that. I hope you enjoy the series going forward. Hope to see you for the next video. Ka kite. Bye for now.